Hey, my name is Savanna Canupp, and these are a couple songs I wrote. This first one is called Stuck, and I wrote it a couple years ago, just going through a hard time with stuff. It's really about just sin, and any kind of sin really, but just about being stuck in some sin, and it's hard to get out of it, and it seems like you're gonna be stuck in that rut forever. And the more you sin, the more it becomes a habit. But when you look to God and realize that He's the only one that can really get you out of it. Yeah. Stuck in this hole I dug myself. It seems I'll never get out. I'm in too deep now. You look so good from the front, but inside you're death. When will I ever learn this? When will I ever learn that you're not satisfying? 'Cause I am stuck in this rut, I'm in too deep now. Is there anyone who can pull me out? 'Cause I can't do this myself. It seems I'm digging myself deeper and deeper. You're such an easy trap to fall into. I tell myself you're good, but I know it's just killing me. When will I ever learn this? When will I ever learn that you're not satisfying? 'Cause I am stuck in this rut. I'm in too deep now in this rut. Is there anyone who can pull me out? 'Cause I can't do this myself. The hole is getting deeper now. The light is almost gone. So I look up one last time and see your hand reaching down. You pull me out of this rut I've been stuck in for so long. You look at me with grace and say you are free. 'Cause I died to save you so you won't be stuck anymore. find me. This next song is called Insecurities, and I think it's something pretty much everyone struggles with, especially girls. Just thinking that we're not good enough, that we have to look a certain way, that we have to be a certain way. And I want to see, the song is that I want to see myself the way God sees me, the way He made me to be seen. Insecurities get the best of me, 'cause I fail to see all that You made me to be. You see the beauty that lies within, beauty deeper than my skin. All my flaws, all the ways I fall. Yeah, you still call me yours. Your grace is bigger, your love is stronger. 'Cause you don't see what I see in me. All you see is what could be. Help me to see myself the way that You do. I wanna see what You see. Some days insecurities get the best of me, 'cause I fail to see all that You made me to be. You see the beauty that lies within, beauty deeper than my skin. You see all my flaws, all the ways I fall. Yeah, you still call me yours. Your grace is bigger, your love is stronger. 'Cause You don't see what I see in me. All you see is what could be. Help me to see myself the way that You do. I wanna see what You see in me. These insecurities drag me down. And I've been cursing myself for so long. I just can't see why You desire me. I wanna see what You see. I have one more song, and I just wrote it last night. I wasn't gonna play it, but I feel like I want to, like I should. There's something that's been so heavily on my heart, and that is the horror of human trafficking. And human trafficking is modern day slavery. That can be multiple things, like being forced into sex trafficking, sex labor, being sold for money, and child labor, and there's so many horrible things going on with that. What's heavily on my heart is sex trafficking. You know, some girls are sold multiple times a day. They're forced to have sex 20 times a day with someone that they don't even know, and they are being sold into this industry, tricked and lied, and then sold. And I've seen some girls talk about it, and they just feel disgusted and dirty and ugly, and like they're not deserving of anything. So I just really wanted to sing a song that kind of portrayed my heart in that. Just bear with me, because I just wrote it last night. I can't sleep tonight, knowing she's not alright. She's alone and scared, wondering if anyone cares. And she's been tricked and she's been lied to. They see her as just a tool, and she's been bought and sold so endlessly, as if she's some kind of commodity. Oh, what an industry to twist what God made beautiful. She's more than just a body. She's a soul. She's a soul. Hold on, girl. Help is on the way. One day, every wrong will be made right. Just don't give up your fight. Hold on, girl. Help is on the way. One day, every wrong will be made right. Just don't give up your fight. You are beautiful. You were made for more. You're not disgusting. You're not dirty. fight. Thanks for watching and hearing my heart.
Hello and welcome back to CSS Studios StudioCast 6. It's been a while. We had some people out, but we are back here with a couple of guests. You want to introduce yourselves?
How's it going? I'm Eli Ender.
I'm Savanna Canupp.
Okay, cool. Savanna actually just played a little set here, which you'll watch. It'll be just before this. But you want to give us a little background on your music, or?
I've been playing guitar since, I guess, for like 5.5, 6 years. Before that, I was playing drums. My dad's a drummer, so I've always been around music. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. And you play music, Eli?
Yeah, I've probably been playing music for about probably 7 or 8 years now. Guitar primarily. Play a little percussion. From a musical family, my entire family plays, so it's pretty much my whole childhood.
Awesome, yeah. That's kind of been the same for me. When I was younger, my sisters would all sing, and they were like always in plays and stuff.
That's
cool. I wanted to play drums, and then I started playing guitar, and it kind of took off from there.
Nice.
Yeah, and so you guys play locally, or?
I used to play I used to play in my church a lot, and then I would play at like open mics and stuff.
Okay, cool.
I still do open mics. I haven't really been playing that much, to be honest, though. Kind of sucks. But me and Eli have got some gigs coming up.
Awesome,
I'm excited about that.
He was actually telling me about something you had coming up. If you want to promote that, go ahead. Shameless promotion.
That's it, man. Yeah, December 18th. I think we're starting at 6:30 to 9. We're going to do a little Christmas event. It's just a couple recording artists out of the area. Josh Evans. There's a musician out of San Marcos named Mark McConkey. A couple other people coming out. Me and Savanna are going to play together. We're going to end the set with some songs a couple that we've written and a couple covers, obviously, of Christmas songs.
Awesome. So you guys actually wrote Christmas songs as well?
We haven't written any yet.
But you're working on it.
Yeah, we're gonna work on it tomorrow, I think.
Awesome. That's
Maybe
cool.
just play some fun Christmas songs that everyone knows. That way they can sing along.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I guess how can they, if people want to like know about that, do you have like a Facebook page for it, or?
We're going to put up a page. It's actually going to be on the main page for Court Street Coffee in Seguin, Texas.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. So if you guys want to go check that out, that'd be cool. I guess you said that you played in church a lot, and obviously from your set, you're really strong in your faith and everything.
Yeah.
That's kind of what drives your music, I guess.
Oh, definitely. Personally, I believe that God gave us music for a reason, and I want to use that for Him. I feel like He's given me a gift of music, and I want to glorify Him with that. And I feel more at peace when I sing about God. I mean, I love secular music. I love to sing, like, one of my biggest inspirations is Colby Calais.
Okay, yeah.
But I feel more peace and, like, something I can't really explain when
it's just something more special, kind of.
Yeah, for sure.
When I was in high school, I actually went to Catholic school.
Cool.
Growing up until I was a senior, and I would always play drums for the little band or whatever we would have, like for backing music and stuff.
It's awesome.
And when I was in grade school, I'd run sound for like during the mass and stuff. Mm-hmm. So I've grown up, pretty religious myself, and
that's cool.
Had music kind of go with that as well. Mm-hmm. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Do you ever play, Eli, in like church or anything? Or?
Yeah, so I was actually a worship leader for a church for about 2 years, and then I played a little bit of background lead guitar and stuff like that for the team as well.
Awesome.
But yeah, just pretty much as long as I've had a guitar, I've been trying to find some little coffee shop gig or something somewhere, and
that's cool.
Stuff like that. So,
did you what do you guys go to the same church or?
Kind of.
So we My old church that I played at that I was talking about, I left there about a year and a half ago to a church called Alamo Community Church, and it's by SeaWorld. We don't, in San Antonio, Texas, we don't have like a church building yet, so we use a hotel, and then I go there on Sundays, and then on Tuesday nights, the Alamo Community Church, or it's ACC, we have a young adults group at Crossroads Baptist Church, and that's really open to anyone, and that's how we met.
Yeah, that's how we met.
Yeah, we go to different churches on Sundays.
Okay, but then you go to that together.
That's
cool.
This young adults group is pretty much for anyone who wants to
Do
come.
you guys have music for that group or class? Or
Sometimes we do. Maybe like once every other month we have like a worship night, but
okay, cool.
it's mostly just like fellowship and small talk and
that's
stuff.
cool.
Yeah.
It seems like I said, I work downtown. I have said before at First Baptist Church, San Antonio, and they have the worship group Logos. And it seems like when they're like singing about God and like they get super into it and like it gets really emotional and like not even for just the artist, but like the people that are worshiping and listening in there.
Yeah, it's definitely the Holy Spirit.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I don't know. It just seems like it's a whole different thing. Like music is everywhere, and
definitely.
And like even in the gospel, there's like they talk about music and how it's peaceful and it's a way to worship and everything.
Yeah.
But it seems like when like I guess you're playing for the Lord or like with others to worship, it just becomes a whole other experience, which is really cool.
Definitely. There's, like I said, there's something more divine about it.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Well, you guys have any, I guess, recordings or anything that you've done?
I have some stuff on my phone.
Yeah.
I have some stuff on YouTube, but all of that is really old.
Really? I actually saw one that you put up not too long ago. I think you put something on Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
And then you like read some gospel and then so I think this song goes to it, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I did. That song was "Show Me Your Glory" by Jesus Culture, I think.
I had never heard of that group. I don't really listen to a lot of like worship music or anything.
Yeah.
But I saw that and I checked them out, and then now I'm kind of into that.
Oh,
which
sweet.
is cool. Yeah.
Yeah, but like I said earlier, I really want to get more involved with music, so I need to be motivated.
Yeah. Well, if you guys ever want to come record, you can obviously come here. But there's like tons of people locally. Like if you get into just a little bit of the local scene, there's like venues like. You ever heard of the Corova downtown?
I have.
Yeah, that place is pretty cool. I know a bunch of people that
What
play
is that
there.
place?
I'm sorry?
What is it?
Oh, it's just like a music venue, but they're pretty cool because they kind of have like different nights. Like there's a lot of like really bad metal bands that play there.
That's San Antonio.
Yeah, but there are also a couple acoustic artists, and 3 of which I know Jeremy Zapata, who we talk about on the podcast all the time, who's like never on the podcast. But and then there is Jessica something. She used to work at Sam Ash. Do you know who I'm talking about? She has like blue hair.
Jessica Redgate.
Yeah. She plays there all the time, and Leah Ortiz. They're all do the kind of the acoustic thing, and it's kind of no one really judges there or whatever. There's just people are there to play music, so which is pretty cool.
That's awesome.
There's also another venue called it used to be called the 1011, but I don't remember what it's called now. They just changed it not too long ago. Someone else bought it out, but it's also downtown.
I went to another place a while back. I forgot what it was called.
Really? Was it downtown or San Antonio?
It was like off San Pedro.
Okay, yeah.
I cannot remember. I don't know. But yeah.
Well,
Might come to me later.
The 1011 or whatever it's called now, everyone will know what I'm talking about. It used to be like a restaurant or something, so it's really, really small. There's just a little stage and like a lot of acoustic people play there, so that'd be pretty cool.
That's
and
awesome. Yeah.
It's more of a personal experience. It's just so small. There's not a whole bunch of people there, and it's like you can kind of interact with.
That's more comforting too.
Yeah, exactly. So that's cool.
The Aztec Theater's pretty legit. We're going to go see Switchfoot and Reliant K on Monday.
Yeah.
Really?
We're pretty stoked about that.
You seem pretty
Super
psyched about that. Yeah.
Yes.
I've never. I've never been there, but I've heard good things, and it's a pretty big venue, right?
It'll hold about.
They have like a balcony too.
It'll hold about 1,500 people.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Is it like
big.
a stage, like almost like a high school stage where it's like the curtains and stuff?
It's full size
That's
stage.
awesome.
So they've done dancing events and stuff like that there too,
Cool.
but it's primarily a music venue. So.
Do they do like local shows at all, or is it all kind of like bigger?
Yeah. There's been a couple bands that have come in and played there and stuff
Cool.
like that. There are a couple Austin bands as well have come by and played at Aztec. So
That's cool. Have you guys ever played in Austin at all, or
I have.
I have not.
Yeah, I've played.
someday though?
I've played
Someday.
a couple little gigs in Austin, emos and
Cool.
stuff like that. So.
Wait, you played at Emo's?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a pizza place?
No, emos is
Oh.
like an actual like music venue. They have
Because in St. Louis they have Emo's Pizza, and it's like the bomb, but they don't have it
That's
here. I just went back to St. Louis for a little over a week, and I was like, I want pizza, I want White Castles, and I want toasted ravioli, because that's stuff you can't get.
That's
Nice.
awesome, dude.
Yeah. We should visit St. Louis.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
a-
you said you lived there for a little bit.
Yeah, it's St. Louis is an awesome town, man. I
Yeah.
love the Ozarks.
Oh yeah, definitely. And we were talking about earlier is Branson, Missouri, which is like 3 hours away or something like that
About 3 hours.
from St. Louis, and that's kind of a big music place. Mostly like country and bluegrass.
Super touristy.
Yeah, it's like country Vegas almost.
Mhm. Yeah, that's it, man.
But yeah, so that's cool. You said that we were talking earlier before the podcast that you kind of have lived all over because your dad was in the military, you said?
Yeah, well, my dad actually, he was an inspector for the government for a while.
Oh, okay.
So he would go out and inspect like some of the houses that had been hit by like storms. Like for instance,
Oh, okay.
Hurricane Katrina came through
Yeah.
Louisiana, and we lived in New Orleans and Baton Rouge for a while. And so we had to stay there for a bit as my dad did that. So obviously moving around a lot, I had to be homeschooled. Couldn't
Yeah.
commit to a school, but it was really cool because we did get to see some cool places like St. Louis and
Yeah.
pretty much everywhere from Texas all the way up to Michigan and east.
Awesome.
So yeah.
So I guess you were kind of in the local scene of all those places a little bit.
Oh yeah.
I've kind of been curious because I've only lived here and in St. Louis. What's does it change a lot, or is it kind of change with the time, not really the place, like the music scene?
I mean, I don't know. I think it kind of changes with the cultures and the different
Really?
people groups across America. Ultimately, you definitely in San Antonio you get to see a lot of the metal and the hard rock, and then
Yeah.
you go to more diverse cities like Austin, and I don't know how St. Louis is now, but I imagine it's still pretty close to what it was when I was around there. St. Louis and Branson was also very diverse.
Yeah.
Based upon what I could tell. Little Rock, Arkansas is that way too. There's a lot of great music coming out of there. Music's all over the place, but I think really it has to do with the people groups and what people are into.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Because like when I was in St. Louis, that was when I was in high school. I wasn't super into the local scene really at the time, but there was a lot of. I actually lived in House Springs, which is like just outside of St. Louis, but there was a lot of country music and a lot of like. It was rock, but it wasn't like. I just consider it just rock, where it's like, kind of like Foo Fighters type of thing. It's not really
Yeah.
classic rock, but so that's like what I'm super into. I like just rock music, and I'm also a big Blink fan, which I talk about all the time. But like, it's
I was
like,
gonna say Blink 182.
yeah, that's my jam.
it's legit.
I just saw them in Houston when they were there. We were gonna,
Ooh, that's nice.
we were gonna get tickets, and like they were sold out in San Antonio, so we can only get lawn seats. That's like all that was available. They sold out like super fast. But then we found out like the day of, they're like, oh, also more tickets are available today. So we're like, oh, well, we didn't have
that's
to
legit.
rush.
That's
but
cool.
yeah, we had already got our tickets, so
Nice.
that was like a super good show.
When was that?
I want to say July, maybe August or July.
Oh, okay, so
Nice.
fairly recent.
Yeah,
That's
it wasn't too long ago at all. This is when they went on tour for their new album, California.
That's cool, man.
Have you guys ever been to Sam's Burger Joint in San Antonio?
Cool. Yeah, I saw. Sorry, what?
You first.
I've been there a couple times. I saw John Foreman.
I thought you were going to say John 5, because I saw him there.
John Foreman. He is the lead singer of Switchfoot. It was one of the best shows I've been to.
Really?
It was just him a percussionist, which just like a little kit, and a cello.
That's awesome.
Celloist, is that what you call it?
I guess
Cellist.
so.
A cellist. There
Is
you go.
that it?
But it was cool because he came out and he was like, guys, I don't really have a set list. And he was just like, grab a napkin and write songs that you want and just pass it forward and I'll play all of them until every napkin's gone. So
that's awesome.
it was really cool.
Was
just
it a pretty
really
long
chill.
show? You just played like everything?
Yeah, I mean a lot of people had like the same requests.
Yeah.
So
That's super cool.
he was really, really chill.
Yeah,
awesome.
I saw John 5 play there. I don't know if you know who that is, but
I've never heard of him.
I saw the advertisement for it. I couldn't make it out to that
he
one. He
played for Marilyn Manson for a while, which I like. Not a big Marilyn Manson fan at all. I just like 2 of his songs. But he plays for Rob Zombie right now. But he does like a solo thing where it's just instrumental. There's no singing at all.
Oh, nice.
It's just drums, guitar, and bass. And he's like a huge like Telecaster fan.
Oh, sweet.
He like collects tellies, and he's got one for like every year. And the show is super cool because he's like a really big artist, and you're like right there. It's a really small venue, but he also had like 40 guitars for like an hour set or something.
Dang.
It wasn't really 40 guitars, but it was like he had a bunch of guitars, which was really cool.
That's awesome.
But not only do Sam's have a good venue, but like their burgers are the bomb.
Their burgers are legit.
Yeah, and they brand them.
They like brand them with a cattle iron.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, I've seen a couple of shows at Sam's. I saw, I think the first show I ever saw there was kind of this relatively new band, Colony House. They just came out of Nashville, Tennessee. A lot of people know their dad, Stephen Curtis Chapman. He's a big recording artist in the Christian music scene. But saw them there, and Knox Hamilton opened up for them, and then just recently I saw Lacey Stroom. She played for a band called Flyleaf or Sturm.
Dude,
Lacey
she's
Sturm.
super cool. Is she doing a solo thing now?
She is, yeah. She's a solo, kind of a solo
Her
artist.
husband plays with her in that band.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I saw an interview with her saying that she left when she had her kid. And, like, wanted to spend more time with her. I didn't know she was
just as good, if not better, than she was with Flyleaf.
Dude, she's super cool.
Yeah.
I like her a lot.
She
It was
definitely
cool.
took some time off.
It was cool at Sam's because like there was a couple bands that opened up for her, and like we were talking about earlier how San Antonio is like this super popular punk rock scene.
Yeah.
Well, she came in and she, was headlining that night, and all these punk rockers come in and, they're there for the, the heavy metal and the, just radical time, right? Well, she steps on stage, she opens with her first song, and then right after the first song, she says, I don't know what you guys came here for or what you were expecting, but I just want you to know that I'm here to preach the gospel.
That's cool.
And so she she preached almost as long as she played music, and
really?
a lot of lives were changed. So
were people like cool with that though?
Like, you could tell a lot of people were uncomfortable with it at first, but I mean it's Lacey Sturm, so I mean what do you do? You just kind of you hang with it. So
there's a local metal band. They're just kind of starting to take off. They just got signed with somebody. I can't think of what their name is though. I saw their album release. Oh gosh, I can't think of it. But they're like a metal Christian band, which is like kind of weird. And I guess I'm not sure if a lot of people knew that. Because for one, when you're at the Corova, you can't hear what anybody's saying at all. It's like a terrible sound system. But the guy was like, they did a few songs or whatever, and then he stopped and kind of preached and said like, we're all here for a reason, and all this stuff. And I thought it was super cool because I'm a kind of religious person and stuff, and I thought like, man, I bet some of these people are not going to be having this or whatever. But then it was really cool to see that everyone was really open to it and accepting it. I was like, oh wow, that's really cool. And I thought that was like pretty rad. I wasn't expecting it. Yeah,
that's cool.
Well, we've been here for kind of a while now. I guess we can kind of wrap down. You guys want to give a shout out to your social medias at all? I mean, you don't have to, but that's what some people do. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, my social media is kind of boring. My Instagram is Savanna, SAVANNA _Canupp, CANUPP, and same for Facebook without the underscore, of course. But
and your YouTube, or you not want to?
I have a YouTube. It's called Rest from War because that's kind of my your
artist
name, I guess. I don't know.
That's cool.
It was my name a long time ago, and I kind of just kept my YouTube page as it. Eli.
Yeah, those that want to follow me on Instagram, it's Music Coffee Jesus. That's pretty much it. Tells you a little bit about my personal life and
Cool.
pictures and places and people that I love. So for sure.
That's awesome. Those are your personal ones? Not you don't have like a
Yeah, I don't have
music
a-
one?
Yeah, it's my personal. I haven't
cool.
really built up a
Yeah.
big fan page because. You know,
Yeah,
Alright.
on my personal one, I do a lot of covers and stuff too. I'm kind of like all over the place. I do.
That's how my personal one is. I just kind of
Yeah.
do what I feel like at the time.
Yeah,
like, here's
for
music
sure.
or here's something weird.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, well, cool. Thanks for coming out on the podcast and thanks for playing.
Thanks for the opportunity. It was
Oh, yeah.
awesome. I
You got
enjoyed it.
All right, cool. Well, we'll be seeing you guys. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.